Covering over 165 million square kilometers, the Pacific Ocean is larger than all continents combined. While the surface reveals almost nothing but endless blue, it serves as the entry point for a densely populated, interconnected living system. This system is powered by microscopic phytoplankton. These swirling green clouds are massive blooms visible from space. They absorb sunlight to create living energy, producing a significant portion of the oxygen we breathe every year. Where that energy gathers, clouds of zooplankton and krill follow. In some regions, they exist in unimaginable numbers, stretching for kilometers. Every night, they rise toward the surface in a synchronized migration, the largest daily movement of life on Earth, before vanishing into the depths at dawn. This concentration of energy fuels the next year of the web. Schools of sardines and lanternfish draw in highly efficient apex predators like the hammerhead shark. These hunters maintain the balance of the system, moving through the coastal shelves with absolute control. The system culminates in the blue whale. By consuming up to 4 tons of krill a day, these animals link the smallest life forms directly to the largest creature to ever exist. This surface ecosystem is a biological engine built on a perfect balance of energy, driven entirely by the power of the sun. Modern human activity is rapidly disrupting this ancient balance. Industrial fishing fleets now operate at a massive scale that strip mines apex predators from the water, removing entire schools of fish in a single pass. This disrupts the cycles built over millions of years. We are also filling the surface with waste. Ocean currents carry floating debris into vast accumulation zones, like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which now covers an area larger than many countries. Once in the water, plastic breaks down into tiny fragments. These invisible particles mimic the size of phytoplankton and enter the food chain at its very base. From there, the plastic cascades upward through small fish and predators until it reaches us. Human intervention is corrupting the ocean's most productive layer before we have even managed to map what lies in the darkness beneath. Descend past 200 meters, and the environment changes. Sunlight fails to sustain life as we know it. Colors vanish into black, and temperatures plummet toward freezing. To survive the mounting pressure, creatures here have developed radical physiological adaptations. Many have transparent bodies or enormous, hypersensitive eyes designed to catch the faintest traces of light. In this world, light is created by life itself. This deep-sea anglerfish uses a bioluminescent lure to attract prey in the absolute dark. Across the abyss, soft blue flashes and glowing pulses signal to hunt, hide, or communicate. Survival in the twilight zone is no longer based on the abundance of solar energy. It is a world of extreme energy conservation and bizarre evolutionary specialization. At the ocean floor, the focus shifts from biology to the violent geological boundary of the Ring of Fire. This region is home to over 75. In places like the Mariana Trench, the pressure is equivalent to 1,000 times that at the surface, forces that would easily crush steel. Yet delicate, ghost-like fish drift across the seabed. These organisms thrive in complete silence, defying the assumption that the abyss was an empty void where life could not exist. While light cannot reach these depths, sound travels with incredible efficiency. Low-frequency signals can cross entire ocean basins, moving silently through the darkness over thousands of kilometers. In 1997, scientists detected a powerful signal called the bloop. While its origin was initially a mystery, it was eventually linked to the sound of massive ice formations fracturing in the Antarctic. Other signals, like the haunting Julia, remain unexplained. They suggest that the deep ocean possesses a physical scale and a language we are only just beginning to detect. The most remote point in this system is Point Nemo. Known as the oceanic pole of inaccessibility, it is the single most isolated and biologically sparse location on the planet. This extreme isolation makes Point Nemo a deliberate graveyard for spacecraft. Decommissioned satellites and space stations, like the one orbiting above us now, are guided to crash here, disappearing into the most unreachable waters on Earth. Even in these remote trenches, thousands of miles from the nearest human city, Scientists are finding fragments of plastic drifting in the darkness. We have reached the deepest and most isolated places on our planet, only to find our own waste has arrived there first. The Pacific remains the least understood part of our world, and we are rapidly altering it before we have even managed to map it.